sensitize the media about this very, very important event, which is important for us as far as the armed forces is concerned. It's important for us as far as military medicine is concerned. It is not only a national, it's actually an international event. Now, just to give you a brief idea about what this International Congress on Military Medicine is all about, as you all know that this organization actually came up in the year 1921 and has its secretariat in Brussels in Belgium. That's the place where its secretariat is there. The main mission of this Congress, this international body, is to maintain and strengthen the bonds of cooperation and knowledge between member states. We're talking in terms of military medicine, to encourage cooperation on multiple issues related to military medicine. We also, there is a cooperation, aim is for cooperation and liaison during the huge amount of humanitarian interventions which are required by the armed forces in mass disasters which happen all over the world. So military medicine doctors from various militaries all pitch in, and this is an area and a conference where we would all contribute. We would all try and meet up and try and find some solutions to these common problems. Now, just to also to tell you that this committee, this International Committee of Military Medicine, was recognized in the 1952 by the World Health Organization, and after it got recognized by the WHO, it has actually continued to grow. There are currently 112 member nations of this committee, 112 member nations, and from across the globe, from all the 5 continents, and India is a permanent member since the year 1949. Now, the World Congresses of Military Medicine, under the aegis of the ICMM, are events of great professional and scientific magnitude, and they are conducted once in every 2 years. So it is a biennial feature, and the last one was held at Bali in Indonesia, that is in the year 2015. The Indian Armed Forces Medical Service will be hosting this 42nd World Congress of the ICMM from the 19th to 24th, as I told you. But more important for the media is the fact that this is the first time India is getting the privilege of hosting this international event. Also, for the Armed Forces Medical Service, this is perhaps the largest ever medical congress that we are hosting. So for us also, it is a matter of huge importance, great pride as we take this international event into our stride. As far as the participation is concerned, it is estimated that nearly 80 countries would be represented in this event. We have already registered about 350 foreign delegates already have registered with us. In addition, there are going to be approximately 300 Armed Forces Medical Service delegates from medical, dental, nursing, as well as the veterinary corps of the armed forces, and a large number of eminent medical doctors from various institutions, including scientists from the top scientific institutions of the country, including the DRDO, the ICMR, the DBT, Ministry of Health, United Nations and in the International Red Cross would also perhaps be attending this international congress. Now, I thought also to mention to you all that, just to sensitize you, what is the theme of this conference? What exactly are we trying to do? The theme of this congress is military medicine in transition, looking ahead. As we see the changing face of military medicine in the next few years, maybe a decade, there are issues, there are challenges which are being thrown up to the military doctors across the world. Many of these issues are common, and therefore there's a need for us to try and think about them, look at them, and look for some tangible solutions. And this is what we perhaps plan to do. There are 26 thematic scientific sessions which are planned under 4 major heads. There are 4 major issues that we are talking about. One, of course, is terrain specific military medical support. Means like when you as you know, the militaries operate in different terrains, could be desert terrain, mountainous terrain, high altitude, or whatever, jungle warfare. So different terrains, different whether it's sea or air, so different issues are thrown up in different terrains. So that is one such. Second is health protection and promotion in the military environment, experiences and best practices, which is again a very contemporary problem. The third is combat medical support, with technological advances and implications for us as armed forces personnel. Combat medical support continues to remain hugely important. And lastly, because the armed forces and all the militaries are asked to go in for humanitarian assistance in natural disasters, what we call as HADR. So this is another issue which is going to be discussed in this forum. There are some other very interesting topics which I thought I'll just mention to the media, and a few of them include women in combat. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, women today are coming in the armed forces, in many militaries, and what challenges that throws up. Medical disability benefits is again a problem for all militaries. Veterans' health is yet again a problem faced globally by everybody. And health screening of recruits. How do you pick up the health of a recruit? Now, those are some issues which not only do we face, but I guess all the militaries have similar problems. So I think it's going to be an excellent forum for us to sit down, talk, and as I said, there are going to be multiple scientific sessions, be it plenary talks, be it roundtable discussions, workshops, and similar such meetings. There is an interesting 2-hour session on, as I said, on HADR, that is the humanitarian assistance and disaster relief during national calamities. And during this session, the various other member states are planning to discuss their own issues, how they have handled natural calamities. We from India will talk about our relief operations in the aftermath of the Chennai and the Srinagar floods and the landslides that we had in Uttarakhand. So the armed forces, as you all know, was involved in a big way in these major natural disasters, and this is an occasion for us to share our experiences. The delegates will thereafter visit the military medical facility at the Air Force Station at Hindon, where the plan is to show all the delegates casualty air evacuation As you know, ladies and gentlemen, casualty air evacuation, what we have conceived, planned and strategized today as far as the armed forces is concerned, is a quick air evacuation, and the procedure, how we do it, will be demonstrated to the international faculty and at Hindon. And not only that, we will also show them how our rapid action medical team comes into action. If there is a problem, how quickly we can, our rapid action medical team can get into action. They can deploy, they can make a hospital and get into action. So we will show them that how